I remember filming my first videos and thinking to myself constantly, who am I that people would want to watch my videos? Who am I to give advice to people? Waiting for that moment for someone to say, hey, you do not belong here. Hello, it's your girl Pam, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I do not know what you're waiting for. Kindly click the subscribe button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel now. Thank you. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to stop feeling like an imposter. All right, real talk. Have you ever gotten a job or started working on a project or even been added to a group and then you immediately feel like, oh no, I do not belong here? What is this league of people that are in this group? What am I seeing in this group? What made me qualified to join this group? Have you ever had that feeling? And then you begin to feel like at any moment from now, someone is going to find out that you really do not belong here. Yes, I get it, and that feeling is real and it really sucks. But here's the thing, that feeling is called imposter syndrome and it doesn't have to control your life or how you live it. Let me take you back to when I first started my YouTube channel. I felt so out of place. Like everyone else felt experienced, polished, and confident, but I was just there about to start YouTube. I wasn't sure anybody was going to be interested in me or what I have to say. I remember filming my first videos and constantly thinking to myself, who am I that anyone would want to listen to me or watch my videos? Who am I to even give advice to people? That voice in my head, that was imposter syndrome. It's that feeling where you feel like you do not deserve success or fearing that others will discover that you do not deserve success too. Imposter syndrome isn't just about doubting your skills. It's about fearing that others will begin or others are doubting your skills too. And that's something that a lot of people, especially Gen Z, struggle with. Whether they're starting a new career or it's even in school or it's even about their personal lives. During my first internship, even though I was more confident and put together than most of the other interns, I knew that they had industry connections and they just seemed so put together. Right? And sometimes I'll think to myself, how did I get here? Me that I don't have connections, or am I even worthy to be in this room filled of people with, so many connections? And many times I tried to, shrug it off and say that, yes, I deserved to be there because I didn't know anybody and I made it to the room. But there were days when I would literally think to myself that, am I really meant to be here? How did I get here? That voice in my head, that imposter syndrome, that made me feel like I did not deserve to be there when I earned it. And that's the thing, imposter syndrome comes from comparing yourself to other people, especially in environments where you feel like you're not measuring up to. And social media doesn't help also. Like your timeline is filled with everyone's highlights. So you're watching videos and pictures of them making it, traveling, flying around the world, getting promotions, doing one or two things. And it's easy to make you feel like everyone has it put together but you. And when you do not meet these unspoken expectations, you begin to think or wonder, do I really belong in this space? There was a time in my life when people would compliment my work and I would just think in my head that, you don't even know what I went through before I put out this thing, or you don't know the mess that I had to go through to get this thing out. Because of how easy the compliments came in, I began to assume that maybe everyone else was better, or somehow I was just lucky to receive compliments on my work. You don't wake up one morning with imposter syndrome. It builds up gradually. First, you begin to doubt your accomplishments. Then you feel like you need to work harder than everyone else to prove yourself. And you become terrified of making mistakes. You do not want to make mistakes. You begin to act like a perfectionist. And then you constantly start to worry that, oh, people will find out that I don't deserve this. People will find out that, oh, I don't deserve that. Okay, so here are 4 signs of imposter syndrome to watch out for. First is comparing yourself to others. Like, you need to resist the urge to constantly compare yourself to others, right? Second is the fear of failing or fear of making mistakes. I mean, anybody can fail, anybody can make mistakes. The true beauty in failing or making mistakes is knowing how to right your wrongs, knowing what to do to correct your mistakes, standing up once you fail, right? So you should watch out for that. You should also watch out for, you overworking to prove yourself, right? When you begin to overwork so that they can see that I'm working, so that they can see that I truly deserve this, so they can see that, you need to watch out for that. And lastly, downplaying your achievements, right? So those are 4 signs or 4 attitudes you should watch out for. It wasn't until I started talking to people who had similar struggles as I did that I realized that I wasn't alone on this. Everyone, like even people who felt the most confident in the room, had this same feeling, imposter syndrome. They felt like imposters, and knowing that was a game changer for me. Overcoming imposter syndrome isn't about waiting for the voices in your head to disappear or shut up. It's about learning how to manage the voices and learning to shift your mindset. And here's how you can start. One simple way to overcome imposter syndrome is to celebrate all wins. Small, big, celebrate your accomplishments. If possible, make a list of all the things that you have achieved, even those that seem insignificant. Secondly, talk about it. Talking about your feelings is one of the most powerful tools. It's easy to feel isolated, but when you open up, you find out that it's not just you that has these thoughts, right? A lot of people, even people you do not expect, also have the same thoughts in their head. Having conversations with people who get it can be super validating and help you realize that you are not alone. The third thing is to stop comparing yourself. Comparison, they say, is the killer of joy. Comparing yourself to others kills your confidence. So focus on your personal growth, your personal journey, and remember that everyone's journey is different. And just because someone else is further along or doing better than you doesn't mean that you're not doing amazing yourself. The fourth step is to embrace mistakes as growth, right? I believe that every lesson is a blessing. So even when we make mistakes, right, see it as an opportunity to do better, an opportunity to try again and be better than the last time. I remember when I was always hard on myself for having the thoughts or hearing the words and voices in my head, feeling like an imposter. But I decided that I wasn't going to be hard on myself. I began to give myself grace, right? That it's fine not to be 100% every time. It's fine not to feel 100, but I would not remain below 100. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Self-compassion is also key to understanding imposter syndrome. It means that you need to start treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would treat a friend in the same situation. And instead of beating yourself up, it's important that you encourage yourself to keep going even when you don't feel like going. Remember that imposter syndrome doesn't define you, and you are more than capable to keep up with your potentials. The next time that voice in your head tells you that you are not good enough, I want you to remember that you are good enough and you are exactly where you deserve to be. Keep showing up, keep learning, and keep trusting yourself. You've got this. And yes, I've created a free guide to even take this further. It includes a free self-assessment to check your imposter level and practical tips on how to overcome it. Click the link below in the description or visit the link on the screen to grab your guide and start owning your confidence today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell up there so that you can get notified whenever I post a video and never miss a video. Let me know in the comments how imposter syndrome shows up for you. I would love to hear your story. Thank you for watching my video once again, and I really do look forward to seeing you in my next video. Don't forget to check out the guide and let me know how it goes for you. Bye!